Cemetery. Back in October of 1865, this place is actually a military camp. After the military camp closed down, a person bought it and he donated the land for this cemetery we're in today. It's an old cemetery. The oldest headstone is 1865. But this is also considered a cowboy cemetery. They have cowboy meetings and stuff out here. As you can see, it's a very unique cemetery. Set up totally different than regular cemeteries. There has been some reported hauntings inside of the cemetery, such as people saying they're seeing blue orbs and stuff flying. Which, once again, my theory on orbs is it's either dust or some kind of bug. I don't really believe in orbs. But you could just see the how this cemetery is set up. And yes, we had to go to the sheriff department to actually get permission to come out here tonight and do some investigation. Should be a fun time out here. You do have to remember we are in the high desert, so now we get to deal with rattlesnakes. But since we walked this place, we really haven't seen any signs of rattlesnakes out here. I have heard quite a few different kind of coyotes. But there's just two of us out here right now walking. My wife is actually outside the cemetery sitting in the car. So it's me and Ryan. And this is the actual night before a really cool spot that we're going to, indoor investigation of old building. It's 2 stories. You got upstairs, which used to be an old hotel, an actual brothel. For our viewers that are watching, don't know what a brothel is. It's pretty much a whorehouse. Men went in there paid to have a good time. So looking forward to tomorrow's upcoming investigation of that place. Several deaths inside the building from the old Western times. The place where we're going was actually built, and the guy only owned it for about 3 months and lost it in a poker game. I guess the guy got pissed off and started some stuff, and the guy that won the hotel shot and killed him inside the building. And like I said, this is used to be an old military base out here we're on right now, which is only 3 miles from the place that we're going to get locked down inside tomorrow night. And the owner actually told me the haunting of a soldier and the old Civil War era clothing on, which Civil War era here in Oregon, in a town that we're actually in, was actually soldiers that were protecting the what do you want to call it? What is it? Homesteaders?
Homesteaders, ranchers.
Homesteaders and ranchers from the Indians. This military base we're walking on was in use for 2 years. until the military felt like it was safe from the Indians that let the homesteaders, wagoners, and all them be free to travel as they please. You could just see how really old this cemetery is. I mean, there isn't nobody that maintains it anymore. It's pretty much families that come out, and as you can see the white fence, the families came and put up nicer fences around their headstones. Then you got the old west looking bob wire chain link looking fence. That's just some kind of old shack. I actually looked in it. It's filled up with a bunch of crap. So there really isn't nothing inside of it. The door's open. I'll walk around to that side of it and show you guys. I think it's just kind of funny that they got a sign right there that says please remove trash. Alright, so I guess that's how they actually remove the trash, is by throwing it inside the building. So as you can see, the trash has been removed. Broken chairs, a bunch of wood. But as you can see right there, it says please remove trash. There's Ryan, so you guys see right here. So this part of the cemetery right here is they really don't know where these people are located. So all these headstones down here on the ground is names of people. But the cool one that caught my eye was this one that says cowboy, 19 years old, a horse kicked him and killed him. So I'm gonna try to communicate with the cowboy guy here in a few, see if we can't figure out who the cowboy kid is. Was he actually a rodeo rider from the area that we're in? It's hard saying who the cowboy was. But just walking out through this cemetery, I mean, there's all kinds of different cowboys that are buried out here. There's a preacher cowboy. They actually got like a church kind of theme set up for his graveyard or cemetery plot. Maybe we'll try to even communicate with the preacher cowboy guy. Say hi to him. But we'll walk over and let you guys take a view of his gravesite, which I thought was pretty cool how the family actually set it up. So you come into his gravesite, and they built a bench. They have fires out here with them. They named it Camp David, which is pretty awesome how they got it set up for him. I mean, walk around and you can see the old antiques that they got set up for him, which is cool. They got the American flag that probably one of his family members made for him. I'll hang on a tree. Then you come back and the family members actually hung his cowboy hat and cowboy boots for him, which is awesome. You know, this guy's proud that the family still comes out here and visits him. Pretty sure that these people out here also like visitors coming out, because it doesn't look like hardly anybody ever comes out here. What do you think, Ryan?
No. I don't think people really come out here hardly ever, honestly.
I mean, just kind of pan around for you guys. We're kind of almost to the center of the cemetery. It's pretty cool. There's really cool stuff out here, and then you got some weird stuff. But we'll go over here. I want to try to do a... It's just about, what, nightfall now?
Almost.
So we're going to try to still, or we got daylight, try to do an EP session over here, try to contact the 19-year-old cowboy and see if he'll talk to us. Alright, I'm going to set this down. Just me checking, see if it's still going. Is there anybody here want to talk to us? If so, you come and talk to this device I'm holding in my hands. Sounds like it's right there. Can you tell us your name? Hello? I'm gonna switch stations. Hello, is there anybody who'd like to talk to us? Is the 19-year-old cowboy out here? Can you tell us your name? Is there anybody out here? Is the 19-year-old cowboy out here that got kicked by the horse? What up? What's your name? Brock? That's not what I heard. Brock, how old are you? Brock, are you still here?
Sounds like there's a lot of people trying to talk.
Huh?
Sounds like there's a lot of people trying to talk.
Brock. Can you tell me what year it is? Is the 19-year-old cowboy still here? Can you tell me what year it is? Yeah, so there was actually quite a few people trying to come in through the ghost spirit box, ghost box, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the Oculus 3. See if I can't get better communications with the 19-year-old cowboy. Which I asked if he's here, and he said, "What up?" And then I'm like, "What's your name?" And we did hear the name Brock come across. Alright, if there's anybody out here who wants to communicate to us, you can come up and touch this black box I'm holding and speak through it. Is there anybody out here with us? Once again, I'd just like to let TV viewers know that I only look for words that are pertaining to this area and this area alone. So like if it pops up cowboy or something, I'll definitely take that as yeah, they're communicating with us. Is the 19-year-old cowboy still here? I believe you said your name was Brock. If so, can you come and speak to us? Session out here. Just change these batteries, just so TV viewer know. I just went down, set it down next to the cowboy's thing, and the battery was dead.
Just changed it.
Yeah, it's possible. You're draining my batteries, aren't you, buddy?
That's why you come with spares.
As the TV viewer just saw, I just changed batteries. So we got a fresh pot of batteries in there again. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we're starting key session 1. I'm standing next to the cowboy who's 19 years old. He was kicked by a horse. said what's up, and then he said your name was Broad, so. Go ahead and communicate through the obvious or talk on tape recorder for us so we can get your voice and stuff. If you're gonna watch out for a minute around, I'll get the camera in.
Okay.
And just so TV viewers can know this, you don't have to do paranormal work during nighttime. You can actually come out daytime and catch spirits. They'll communicate with you day or night.
So if you're still here, can you go ahead and let us know if you're wearing devices or make some sort of loud noise?
Alright, so I'm really interested in this place out here. I love these kind of places. It's an old cemetery. I mean, just really get your adrenaline pumping, blood flowing to actually come out here and do this kind of stuff. And once again, we did get permission by the sheriff department to be out here. We do not trespass on my team. That's a definitely no-no from any of my investigators. If I ever catch them trespassing, he will be kicked off my team instantly. So remember, if you're a paranormal investigator, always get permission first. Never go trespassing or break into places. So what we're doing now,
We got a name on the obvious.
what we're doing now, we're EVPing next to the cowboy. He's 19. Yeah, that just popped up with Murphy.
And then right after it, it said a relevant word.
What was that one?
Country.
Country. Yeah, during the Old West times, there was the Murphy men who traveled all across the United States. I mean,
Murphy Man, like, is that like was that like a gang name or was that just like a title?
it was an older guy. I can't remember what his first name was, but his last name was Murphy's. If you actually watch the movie Young Guns,
Okay.
you had the I can't remember what Billy's team was, but you had where they were trying to find a Murphy boys
Okay.
who killed their caretaker and stuff.
Okay. But I mean, country and cowboy.
So pretty much on this one, all I'm doing is rolling with my handheld camcorder. We ain't got the actual studio camcorder up yet. We're pretty much just out here right now and just trying to communicate with somebody that wants to talk to us. And to me, it does sound like the cowboy guy who's 19 years old, who got kicked by a horse, is actually communicating with us. I think he's a pretty cool dude. I mean, he didn't say hi or nothing. He's like, "What's up?" Like a total, I don't know, 19-year-old would say, man. It's like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, "What's up?"
Yep.
Which is awesome.
Can you tell us how you died?
There's some dogs barking in the background. Not coyotes though. That was actually a house that's a couple miles away. What's that? That's gonna have to be probably edited out because it sounded like a buck snort, but it wasn't one of us.
Can you tell us where you're from? Are you from around here? Around these parts?
if there's somebody out here, can you make some kind of noise in this area that we can hear with our own ears, and we can also pick it up on camera? Or if one of you feel like walking past the camera, you can. You're the star of the show, so we'll just wait on you.
And if there's anybody else here other than Brock or the cowboy, please feel free to come up and communicate as well. Is there anybody else here that would like to tell us their name?
We did get the name Murphy. Were you one of the Murphy boys? Just some kind of loud thump behind us. I myself do want to ask the cowboy that's 19 years old a question. For the cowboy that's 19, are you still riding out here?
Said Warren.
Alright, if you want to go ahead and end this EVP session and shut that off for me so I don't got to set the camera down, I'd appreciate that.
Sure thing. Alright, end of session number 1.
And you can go ahead and shut the Ovilus off for me.
Goodbye.
Alright, we got the EVP machine and Ovilus off, but we're going to take a walk. Brock, or if you're the cowboy 19 years old, we're going to head down here to the Preacher Cemetery. We're going to see if he's having some kind of service right now. We're going to see if we can't catch it. So, we're not going to go to that first one that they said was the Preacher one. I actually want to go out to that main one. Some kind of little raven looking bird. So this was Camp David we're just walking by. We're actually gonna go up here to the cowboy service one and see if they have some kind of service down here that maybe we can catch on camera or get some good EVPs from that. So this is one set up for the Well, his name was Roger J. Hall. He was the cowboy preacher who rode into glory with his boots on. So that's pretty cool. I mean, we're gonna go over here and see if he's not preaching over here. Pretty cool looking. Family came in, did benches, meet us in heaven. But yeah, we're gonna see if the preacher's not here preaching. Hello, preacher. We're here to talk with you. We're going to see if you're around. Are you giving a sermon right now? If so, I hope you don't mind that we're joining you. My name's Donnie.
And I'm Ryan.
We just want to get to know you. We like your setup here. Your family did a good job setting it up. I mean, looks awesome. The benches that they made. Yeah, if you're gonna go ahead and turn the go ahead and start the EVP session.
Beginning of session number 2. Ryan and Donnie at the preacher's grave.
Yeah, go ahead and turn on the Ovilus.
Yeah.
So preacher, you can either speak on camera, or we got this EVP digital tape recorder that you can come speak into, or you can use a black Ovilus to speak through us. Or not through us, but to us. It'd be really cool. Can you tell us your name? Yeah, so the Ovilus 3 just popped up demon. But the history that I read about this actual camp, military base, cemetery, is that there is demon stuff that goes on in here. But like we said before, we're actually sitting with the preacher right now. And I'm not feeling nothing evil.
Foliage.
I'm not feeling nothing evil here, so
I feel peace.
probably just one of those spirits that are mad because we're sitting here at the preacher's thing and not with them.
Probably.
But the person just said demon over the Ovilus 3. If you can tell us your name and where you're located, we might just walk back and see you. Sorry, dude, I ain't got no supper.
Just ate. Sorry.
Preacher, can you tell us how long you've been a preacher?
Born.
What year was you born? If there's anybody else,
Human.
if there's anybody else that's over here with us, you can feel free to speak too. And yes, preacher, Ryan over here that's sitting next to me, he does sing. Maybe he can bust out a gospel song for us.
He said, "Please do not sing me a song."
Now, Ryan, you wouldn't be lying about a preacher, would you?
All right, all right. That's not what the obelisk said. Now, if he really wants me to sing, he can let us know here, or give us a sign. It said shoot. Maybe he meant like shoot as in go for it.
Either that, or if
I don't.
you are gonna sing, he's probably gonna end up shooting you.
Or if I don't sing, I'm gonna get shot. Can we get a little more clarification on that, please, there, preacher? Because I don't feel like getting shot. But if I did, I guess I'm at the right place for it. Yes, I did ask for more information. Can you tell us your favorite verse in the Bible or your passage? Muse? Was God your inspiration?
Alright, I think we're just gonna take a little pause here and do a little bit of walking around off camera and stuff to see if we can find something a little more interesting. Not that this ain't interesting, this is pretty interesting here, but we're actually gonna just go take a pause for the cause and do a battery check on everything, and we'll get back with you guys. Alright, so we're back. We're down here at the actual military base. But this military base was actually, when it closed down, it was bought by the Himlins. Hinman's. So we're actually going to walk back to the old Hinman's barn. And once again, you know, it is starting to get dark, and we're out here in the high desert, so we do got to watch out for them little creepy, crawling, slithering things that slide on the ground, rattlesnakes. So Ryan, just warning, watch where you're walking. Check every bush. You hear rattles or anything, let me know, because I'm talking, I don't listen while I talk.
So if I hear a rattle, run like a little girl screaming. Gotcha.
Exactly. Alright, so all this here was the military base. And once again, just to remind you, the military base was a Civil War era, but it was for the militaries that were protecting settlers on the wagon trains that were coming out here to Oregon. They actually protected them from the Indians, because the Indians was actually taking advantage of these wagoneer people, stealing their stuff, killing them. And the stuff that me and Ryan researched said that the Indians would loot their wagons.
Yep.
They'd rape their women.
Yep.
Kill the kids.
Yep.
Kill the men of the wagon train and stuff.
Yep. And they would scalp them.
Scalp them, all that stuff. So that's why they had military protection when they got out here. Which I guess there's actually military protection all over Oregon from the Indians during that time. As you can see, a whole piece of equipment here. Now, what does that look like to you, Ryan? A water trough or?
Something. It looks like it's got an axle though, so it might have been some sort of. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't have no clue either.
Unfortunately, I'm a pop culture trivia nut, but not a farm equipment nut.
All right, folks. There's the Hinman's barn, straight in front of us. I can't get in the view yet, but that's where we're walking to. I just really can't believe this used to be an actual military base, man. It's kind of cool.
No, I mean, just think, we're walking where people, you know, old soldiers used to practice their things and do their drills. And
Yeah, like I said, Brian, keep your eyes open on the ground, because there are all kinds of snake holes. And I'm keeping my eye walking, but I'm keeping it kind of focused forward. So if you could just like keep your eyes.
I will be the military scout, sir.
Alright, so this is the actual Hinman's barn. The Hinmans donated this land to what it is today. They got the cemetery built up where we just left. But before the Hinman farm, this was actually the military base. So we just thought we'll come down and give you a shot of the awesome looking structure here. I mean, it's just poles and boards that are left. It's not no siding or nothing, but to actually be preserved to what it is today is kind of cool.
I mean, it's almost 160 years old.
But just looking out, you can see how far back that big group of trees back there is where the cemetery lies, where the preacher and the cowboy and everybody is. Really awesome place. And to me, it felt like they were really welcome us there. What did you think about it, Ryan?
Oh, I honestly could have slept there. I felt at peace.
Why don't you turn on that Ovilus and see if we can't get somebody to talk to us through it.
We do got a plane going overhead.
Is there anybody here that'd like to speak to us? If so, come in and speak to the device that Ryan's holding, and we'll be able to hear you. Do you have anything to say to us? Is there anybody here?
Said property.
Was this your property? Are you Mr. Hinman? Or a family member of his? It's getting kind of windy now. There's like an old fence over there.
Said talking.
Yeah, we're talking. We want to get to know you. My name's Donnie.
I'm Ryan.
They obviously just said holiday, which is a good thing for out here because he actually sold this land on a holiday. I believe, if I'm thinking right, it was around Thanksgiving time that he got rid of this place.
I don't remember, but I think that sounds about right.
Just look around, you can see his old fence that he has up. It's made out of old wood.
Said records. No records.
That wasn't laughing, that was actually ducks in the background.
Sounded like laughing.
Yeah, so I thought when I heard it, and then I realized it was duck, and I didn't want TV viewers thinking, oh, somebody's laughing at them.
Unless it was the ducks laughing at us.
Man, you gotta imagine the holidays are coming up.
Hey, we did see turkeys yesterday.
That's right. Mr. Hinman, are them your wild turkeys that are out here? If so, my friend Ryan wants to know if he could borrow one.
Oh, there's no borrowing about it. I won't be returning it.
You gonna walk down towards that wooden fence?
Yeah. No signs of snakes yet. But it is pretty cold and chilly, so... And I know they like warmer weather, so... Maybe they're hiding.
That'd be nice. They leave me alone, I'll leave them alone.
If they leave me alone, I'll say a prayer to the preacher. I can't run that fast. What just blows my mind, man, is how old this stuff is. I mean, like I said, it's almost 160 years old.
Yeah, you can see his fence there. See what Ryan's talking about. I mean, just how weather rotted it is.
But yet how well it survived, though, over that almost 160 years.
Alright, so I want to stop here because this tree was actually a picture I found when I was researching. And Mr. Hinman, is it true that this tree here is where a woman come out here and hung herself over a love that went wrong? I mean, there are some pretty good branches up there that looks like they'll support a woman's weight. What do you think?
Yeah. And there's quite a few that have broken off over the years too, so there's hardly no telling what would have been here back then either. But yeah, they'd easily support a woman's weight. Probably even support me.
So we'll just do a scan of out here for them. Just imagine the military bases here on this land before his farm.
And just to give them a numbers idea, for what it was saying online, it's like between 180 to 200 acres is what the base and the property was.
As you guys can see, the moon is out now. It is starting to get dark.
Almost looks like a full moon.
But we're gonna give you some different footage here in a few minutes. We're gonna go to a different spot and walk the downtown area. Just a reminder, it is a Wednesday night. We will be walking there downtown. There might be some freaks and geeks out that might want to act stupid on camera or something because they say we're filming, which doesn't bother us. Because if they get too stupid, all we gotta do is cut it out. But we want to come out here and get these day shots before it got night. Before we actually come out and investigate out here at night. After dark. Late at night. Alright, thank you, Mr. Hanlon. The Ovulus 3 just popped up with the female, and we are still standing. Sorry if I'm going to make you dizzy, but I'm going to pan back around to where I'm talking about. So we still are standing where I actually researched and found that a woman hung herself in this tree, and he just told us it was a female. Is it still on there?
Yep.
Let's see if I can pick it up. So right there you can read female. And I did ask him, if you remember, I asked him, I go, was it true that a female hung herself here? And for that to pop up female, it was good enough for me as
Confirmation.
a confirmation. Now it's like everything you read online is not true. But for finding the female that hung herself in this tree, and then he told us it was female, I do believe that. So I don't know if it was actually over a lover's squirrel or however you say that word. I don't know if it was over that or not.
So I'd laugh.
Are you laughing at me because I couldn't pronounce that word? Why don't you come up into the camera and tell me what I was trying to say, Mr. Hinman?
Or say it over the Ovulus.
So, like, we'll never know now why the female actually hung herself here. Unless we do some more intense researching, which, to even come out to these locations to get the permission that we're at, it took us a good 4 months to actually research the stuff about the places that we got invited to come to.
Said observe. Maybe he's observing us.
But yeah, that was cool that we did get the female in this.
Yeah, that's confirmation to me, man.
Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and end this session, and we're going to go out to our next spot to go do some filming of downtown. Once again, there is going to be traffic because there is a highway that goes to the town. But we're going to give you some shots of the historical buildings and stuff that we're going to be investigating. Like I said, our major investigations tomorrow night, which is Thursday. Our lockdown inside the old brothel.
Goodbye.
that we were both looking forward to. I believe my wife's joined us on that one. All right, we will talk to you guys in a few.